This video, I wanted to go over the easiest swing trading strategy that literally anybody could use in order to find good entry points for any asset in order to get a swing trade going. So all you really need for this strategy is a chart. So I recommend using TradingView, and you need one indicator. I have a few up right now, but you really only need one, and that indicator is going to be the RSI. So just come to the Indicators tab and type in RSI and go ahead and click on the Relative Strength Index, and that will come up and it will look like this purple shaded area with the purple line moving in between. So what exactly is this strategy? So the RSI is normally used to determine whether or not something is oversold or overbought. And what do those terms mean? What do those terms mean? Well, oversold basically means that there was a ton of selling action in a certain period of time. So the indicator basically shows investors that, okay, if there was a large sell-off, this asset is currently oversold when that line gets below the purple shaded area because of there was so much selling action going on. And vice versa, if there is a ton of buying action going on, then the purple line will go above the purple shaded area and signal an overbought signal, which basically says there has been a ton of buying action. So normally it is time for sellers to start to move back into the market and push the price down a little bit. So you can see how the markets move. Normally we see markets move up and then they move down and then they move up and then they move down. So the old saying is what comes up must come down, and that also applies to what goes down must come up. So, unless a company just goes bankrupt and it no longer exists. In that case, then it does not come back up. But for something that is still here, like Bitcoin, markets move up and they also move down, and then they move up again and then they move down again, and they just continue on like that. So we're going to be using that to our advantage. So just to show you guys that this does work, what we're going to be doing is buying on the daily time interval. This is crucial for this strategy. If you're not on the daily time interval, this will not work. This strategy is basically for people who don't want to be investing very often. They just want to invest in a specific asset. And guys, you can use this for not just Bitcoin, but any single asset that you can trade on a market, on the stock market, on the cryptocurrency markets, whether you're over in equities markets and you're looking to invest in Apple or Microsoft. This works for anything. Okay, you just need the RSI indicator up, and you also need to be on the 1 day time interval. You can do that by clicking on this, coming down here, and the 1 day. I have it favorited so that there's a little hotkey for it, but you don't have to do that. So basically, we're going to be buying when that purple line goes below the purple shaded area to signal oversold. And just to show you guys what happens almost every single time is when that happens. Here is the first time right here, signal oversold, and we push the price up following that and continue into more of a bullish period. The next place where it happens right here, there was a large sell-off, and then we continue into more of a bull period. We end up moving higher than we were when it first signaled oversold. Then we continue that period upwards. Right over here, oversold. We're down to about 216, and then to even further about 200, but then we do end up pushing up and all the way up to 500 here. So continuing on right here, oversold again, pushes back up, and then longer term pushes up as well. Next example right here, oversold, pushes, shoots back up and then continues to move sideways, pushes up again, and continues on to a larger bull run. To the next example right here, oversold, pushes up and continues to a longer bull run. Right here, oversold, pushes up, continues to a longer bull run. So guys, you get the point. Most recent few times, the crash in January and February all the way down, came down to about 5,500, signaled that oversold indicator, and bounced right up and shot back up, and basically you could have achieved about 100% on your money if you did buy right here. And for most of these buy points, you could have done just that. The next point right here, right around 6,500, when it signaled the next time, pushed all the way up to about almost 10,000 following that oversold signal, and we actually just witnessed another oversold signal, and we're already higher than we were. We issued that oversold signal at about $7,040, and we're already pushing above that. We're at $7,640. So if you had bought at that oversold signal, you would already be in a profit. So, what do I think is going to happen? I expect to at least move higher than we are right now, up to about the $8,000 to $9,000 mark. And this is just an easy strategy to allow you guys to enter into swing trades at a very profitable time. Basically, you just have to be really patient for this strategy and be willing to hold something for a longer period of time. A lot of times when you see these signals, it is a little bit before you actually achieve the gain. I mean, right here is a special example, 50% in 6 days, but if you had held even longer, 100% in 30 days, and 145% in like 50 days. But if you kept holding, you probably would have only held to 145% in 48 days because another oversold signal actually was triggered. So if you had held from here all the way up to the top, would have been about 500% in 93 days right there. Coming over here, bought around 6,000 up to almost 12,000, would have been about 93%. And they're saying failure because I'm not lining them directly up with the candles. And then the most recent could have been about a 50% gain. So hopefully we'll see some large gain out of this point right here. I do expect to start moving up, as we just did see an oversold signal on the 1-day time interval RSI. So this is just a simple strategy, guys. Just to recap, wait for the purple line to go below or touch the 30 point on the RSI on the 1-day time interval. At that point, it is a good time to buy, and then just wait until you're higher than that point. And as the price of the asset continues to rise, always adjust your stop losses so that even if it falls again, you're at least selling with a profit. So this was just a very easy and simple strategy that anybody can use for cryptocurrency markets or stock markets, really any markets, to be able to know if a price, if an asset is most likely going to increase in price over the next few weeks to a month, sometimes even like we saw back here in 6 days. So very easy strategy to use for swing traders, longer term swing traders, but either or, these swing trades usually bring very high percentage points. Normally I see about at least 20 to 100, and we've seen 500% swing trades just from this strategy that we just looked at. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also, subscribe if you're not already, if you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
Please do understand that I am not a financial advisor, and the information in this video is my own view. If you are unsure, please consult a financial advisor before parting with your money. Cryptocurrencies are a very volatile investment, and you could lose all your money.